Hey everybody. I hope that the lighting isn't too much. If it is, I can always just go and close the blind. Um, yeah. So we're on my floor today because I didn't feel like sitting up in a chair. It just didn't make any sense for me to pull out a chair and then have to sit in it. You know, all of that. So how you guys doing? You're doing good? Can you see the steam that's happening on my coffee right now? Fresh and hot. It's instant though. It's not the best, but didn't feel like remaking French press. So it has been a month. It's crazy. Trying to think here. What has happened? There's been a lot of sad stuff that's happened. Not with me personally, but with Jeff. Unfortunately, Amanda's here. Hello, Amanda. Unfortunately, with Jeff and the Castellucci family, they had to put down their 18-year-old cat, Clayton. And I just finished sending them a tribute video that I had made for them. And I feel like the lighting in the back there is not doing what I wanted to do. I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, I made a tribute video, sent it to them this morning. So I'm just waiting around and seeing if they'll get back to me. So yeah, that one was hard, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's like I will do those things to myself where it's like I just want to pour out my love to everybody else. And it's just like I will torture myself in the process. So it's just what I do. It's worth it. Kind of like the color combination that I got going on here, glasses and the sweater. Yeah. Oh, nice. They're going to love it. I hope so. I really do. The only thing that got me was I got copyright claim on it, but it's like it's all good. My channel's not monetized. I'm not making money off of anything, so I'm waiting until it's like they see it, and then once they see it, I'll probably take it down, and then maybe repost it on Instagram afterwards, or I could just keep it for them. Jury's still out on that. I'm gonna sleep on it. So how have you been doing, Amanda? We talked last night, sort of, briefly. You were online, but you weren't, like, talking with us. Is the backlight too much? Does it, like, look like it's eating my face right now? So, let me see. Oh God, that made it worse. I'll turn the sun down. I can't do that. Yeah, it's a little much. Okay. Hold on. Oh my God, that didn't even do any. Okay. Now we're too dark. Good Jesus. Okay. Hang on. Ugh. Ow. There's a broken toe that nobody needed. Okay. There. Is that better? That's much better, ain't it? Yeah, I just kicked all this stuff over here. I just kicked my headphones and everything. So that's always fun. I'm a klutz, is what I can say. Why do I feel very like wishy-washy, like I'm on a boat? My God, technical issues. It's too early for technical issues. Oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Because it doesn't matter how much I do my setup, it just does not want to work with me. That cord from my fan, you see that? That's like right beside me. If I move, it almost looks like it's a piece of hair, doesn't it? It's funny. Yeah, so going back, yeah, Thursday, they had to put Clayton down, and, yeah, that was, uh, that was rough, and, once we got the news, it was just like, "Oh god." I squeaked so hard because I was at work, and I was watching the chat, and then it was like, they had to put Clayton down, and I'm like like, once I heard Ellie say the word tragedy, I'm like, "No." Like, I knew right away, like, it was just that gut feeling that I was like, "Oh, no," like, that's what it is, right? And, but yeah, life goes on. And I think the one part that got me the most was that it was like I was looking through my Facebook memories, and then Facebook memories came up with the 2-year anniversary of my own cat that I had put down. Well, she wasn't put down, she died naturally at home. Um, but yeah, it was the 2-year anniversary of when she had passed away, so I was like, "Oh," I was like, "This hurts so much more. It is so much more painful now." Um, but yeah. Yeah, that video was tough. I mean, it's beautifully done, don't get like, and I will say it, but it's like, "Oh, why?" The things that go through my head, you know? And I'm still working on the podcast, still getting those out there. I'm not doing it again, uh, to where I was trying to put out a video, like, every weekend in 1 month because 'cause I'm like, "Oh, no, that was, like, way too much." Um, it just reminded me of when I had to put my first dog down. Yeah, it's tough. It's like your first and your last pet is always hard because it's like the more pets you get, the more attached you get to them, and then the harder it gets, you know, to say goodbye to them. Like, it's like I've had cats my entire life. Like, both Jeff and I have both have cats our entire life. And, like, I'm even thinking like my own current cats, like some of them are getting up to 14, 15, and it's like, oh man, just never makes it easy. Hello, Eileen. I'm early. Yes, I'm early because I figured I was like, well, if you're going to be stopping by and then leaving, I figured I'd spend a little bit of time. So, yeah, it's good. Oh man, my hands are so cold right now, but holding this coffee, it's like burning my hands, but it feels amazing. Oh man. So, yeah, what has been happening with you guys? It's lucky, Eileen, you weren't here earlier. You should have seen the lighting setup that I had, and it's like, oh my god. Nerves will do that to you. Yeah, it's like friggin' even when I sent that video, I'm like, "Oh my god." It's just so nervous. I'm so friggin' nervous. What kind of coffee maker do I have? Okay, so I don't have a coffee maker per se. We do just have a run-of-the-mill, coffee grinder. So it's like just, you have the thing, you put the beans in, and then you can choose like how long you want them to grind and like the fineness of the grind. So then it's like you could have it like this tiny, or you could have pieces that are like, that big, depending on, your richness or whatever. I haven't figured out that much yet into that part of the coffee making process. But yeah, no, I don't have like I don't have an espresso machine, and I don't have a Nescafe or like, whatever. I don't have those. I just have the French press that I got from my birthday. The coffee maker that has a grinder and a brewer. I'm getting sick of the K cups. Smart. I mean, it's probably you're wasting money into something that's adding to the landfill. Um, so what I would say for coffee maker, like for me, I just use kettle of hot water, and then put it in my French press. So I would say, you could always go for like a cheap French press. I mean, they like in Canadian money terms, um, my French press was probably about $20. So, it might be more or less depending. You don't have to go like super fancy for that. Like French press coffee is something that you have to learn how to do. But also with like with the coffee grinder, I think like yeah, like when you're grinding your own beans, which I would suggest, Jeff would agree with me on this. It just your fresh grinded beans, you can't get any better than that. You just can't get better than freshly ground coffee. I mean, like this stuff, it's ground to a certain extent, but depending on flavor, it's a little bit meh. I mean, depending on if you're a coffee connoisseur, I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money on Starbucks because it's expensive. Um, just in the words of Jeff, just go find what's good in your turnover at your grocery store. But yeah, I like grinders. They're fairly expensive depending on what you're looking for. But you could also just go with like a kettle, and then you could also buy like pre-ground coffee. But the thing is that you would have to have something. Um, you would have to have something to help grind out the beans, or at least have a French press to filter um, the grinds out of your coffee because nobody likes ground coffee in their coffee. Like you don't want coffee grounds at the bottom of your cup. Even once in a while with this one, I'll get the odd ground, and it's like, ugh. So hopefully that answers that question for you, Amanda. Have like reusable K cups and just find a grinder. Yeah. Compostable. That's good. It's just that whenever we use the canned coffee, I always look inside my cup and it just looks like hot chocolate. So, the way that I would suggest with that, Amanda, is just maybe stir it a little bit more. Because, like, even with coffee itself, like, even no matter what coffee you get, it's going to be like the more expensive coffee you have, you are going to have like that, like, sludge at the bottom. But I would just say, just give it a stir a little bit. Um, so, because, like, as your coffee sits and, like, you're having it sit, everything's gonna, go to the bottom, right? So it's like, just give it a stir. Well, like occasionally stir it. Like, don't just like stir it all at once because it's still gonna sit if you're letting it sit. Toasting with tea. Cheers. Sure. I just have to do that. Every time I do that, I have to. Right. Yeah, like it also depends on the kind of coffee that you're getting to, the brand. Um, some of them are great, some of them are awful. Um, you know. But like so like when you say canned coffee, like are you talking instant coffee? Slurp? Yes, slurp. I mean, I could talk about coffee all day. So, maybe that's why we're here. We're here to talk about coffee and cats. And Eileen, do you have any questions? Anything? No canned, pre-ground coffee, I believe. Yeah. Maxwell House and Folgers. Okay, well, there's your first mistake. Going for Maxwell and Folgers. It's very weak, and it's made with uh, it's made with a different bean, so it's not Arabica. Why is there air? Smarty pants. There's air because we have to breathe, and if we didn't have air, we wouldn't be breathing. We'd just be living somewhere. We'd be living here, obviously, but there's air. Yeah, Maxwell House and Folgers is your first mistake. So get ground beans yourself, grind them yourself, and thank me later. Maybe I should do like a coffee tutorial. According to a disgraced comedian, there's air to fill up sports balls. There's air to fill up plenty of balls. So, yeah. I'm thanking you early. Oh, okay. Thank me early. I mean, that's just what I've done. That's just what I have. French press is the way to go, I would say. If you want just like that fancy. If you're filling those balls, you're in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Because I live my life on the rebel. Live as a rebel. What else can I talk about? Already have another episode recorded for the podcast. Now I just have to go back and edit the hell out of it. Those are so those podcast episodes are getting hard because it's like the longer that I talk, the more like I think it's like the more pressure I put on my voice, and then it's like I am just coughing throughout the whole entire thing. Like the most recent one I recorded, I'm like, dear God, I'm like, am I dying? Like, like I'm just like just it's terrible. It'll be a while before I can get anything, but I told my mom that's what I want to invest in. Yeah, I mean, save your money and maybe get it for a birthday present, like it did me. Like, well, I wasn't even expecting it. Like, I was like, I just want to try a French press, and then got it for my birthday. So I got lucky. Oh shoot, I didn't get a chance to watch the latest podcast. That's okay. I will. The link, I think. Oh, it's not in my story anymore, but I do have the post, and I think I posted the link in my story as well. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm doing fine. That's good. That would be fine. Yeah, if you have to go, Eileen, I completely understand that. It's here on YouTube. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah. Because that's what I do. I always put them on YouTube so then everybody can enjoy. So, yeah. Still makes me sad about this guy. Can't stop watching the patron video. That video is super, super good. But, like, against what Carly says, it turned out extremely well. I mean, knowing just because it's like the supportive community that we have built through Patreon and like through the guy's influence, not going to quote anything from our Discord, but yeah, it was really well done. And like I think I remember the first time when Carly sent it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll check this out, or I'll check it out because she wanted to know what I thought about it, and I'm like, this is just awesome. This is just like this is what groups should have an impact on. Like take away like politics, take away just ego, take away all of that, and you know just have fun. Because like that's what they're doing. They're always having fun, and like yes, they have a business to run, and they also have stuff to do. But they do it for us, and then that to have a project like that go out and be like, hey, we love you guys because of this, and this is what you do for us, bringing us together. It's just that's just a really cool way to show appreciation. Take away ego. Well, I mean, like, I mean, not necessarily take away all egos. I mean, it's boosting them definitely. It's boosting a lot of ego. But anyway, um, still beautifully done, and it's special towards the guys. So, oh my God, Emma, go away. Help. um, do not disturb. There we go. It's so special. It is. It really is. I mean, knowing that like it's just the time and the effort. I mean, I don't think um like I had pondered about being part of that, but then I don't go on the voice play Discord. I just really don't because there's so many people that are on there that I'm just like, like we've had bad times uh in the past, and then it's just kind of like um you know like yeah, I have my reasons, and that's just it. And I'm like, I just can't. Yes, yes, Amanda. I hope she doesn't see that comment, and I hope to God she doesn't show up on the chat. Good Lord. I do not need her spamming me. She doesn't enough on Instagram. Good lord. Anyway, I mean, but to be like, you see that? There is one hair. It's bleached in one specific spot, and it looks like it's gray. Like, I'm not even 30 and I already have gray hair. Oh, God. Anyway, I got distracted. How many times have I said anyway in the past, 20 minutes? As far as coughing while recording, warm up as if you were going to be singing. Don't tense up your throat and just relax. Yeah, I have that. I have that problem. Like, it's like I keep kind of talking louder, but then it's like, well, the microphone is picking up everything, and then when I have the microphone like this close, I don't have to talk as much. But then it's like I'm ending up going like, screaming. So, well, not really screaming, but I project myself. And then it's the worst. And then I don't know, it's like drinking water just doesn't seem to help it either, because it's like the minute I drink, it's like cough, 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 cough. So it's like, oh, you should see my hair. I look like a skunk. Hey, I went by the nickname of Skunky for, I think it was about a year in high school, only because I got bleach blonde and red highlights in my hair. And I got teased about it for that reason. It was a really stupid reason. Guys are being a-holes, but stupid and childish is all I can say. But yeah, hair is difficult to maintain. Like, even today, I thought it would look a little bit better than it was. Well, it does look better than it is, but I didn't put any product in it, so I am just glad that, I went through high school at a point where like the internet was just coming into popularity, where we didn't have Instagram, where we didn't have well, like, we had Facebook and Twitter, but it wasn't like as explosive as it is now. Just knowing, because it's like if I had any sort of internet trolling, oh my god. You need a haircut in Orlando. Yes. I need to go to Ben. That's who I need to go to. I need to go to Ben. He does amazing work. I would just love to have my hair feathered or layered like Jeff does. Oh, man. We all do. Good heavens, he's great. He is. Because Jeff's hair has just been on point lately. No matter how tired the guy is, his hair has just been, oh. And it's like, well, even with the video for the last one that just came out, Candy Crush, and it's like, you'll not believe how it turned out. I almost felt like commenting, if it turned out as good as your hair does in this, like, chef's kiss. It does look glorious. Yes. I mean, like, I got my bangs done the last time I went to my hairstylist, but I probably should have told her to layer it, because I was like, I just, want bangs again, just to see like if I have anything that I can do with it. And it's been working out fairly well, but yeah, it's just I go through a lot of hairspray now. It's the thing. So yeah, I think he puts in more than what he's saying, like more than such beauty in the post-apocalyptic world. Yes. Like his hair in Warriors, his hair in Dream On, and his hair in friggin' Seven Nation Army is just, oh, it's like I just want to run my fingers through it, because it's just so floof, floof, floof. I do like to go to this one hairstylist, but they can be expensive. Yeah, that's the thing. But also, you're putting in hours, they're putting in the work, that kind of thing. They have to charge what they charge. And also sometimes with just how businesses are going to be run with the governments these days, it's like, no. Was there anything that I had really wanted to specifically show you guys while I was here? I thought about it, but I didn't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, how friggin'. Um, yeah, what was it? Such, yeah, such beauty. Oh, my latest bracelet. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah. So this is the box that it came in. Cute little box. And does this one look somewhat familiar? Won't put it on just yet, but I'll show you. Get close to the camera here. Does this one look somewhat familiar to somebody who we know who wears one? On his opposite hand, the wrist. Ooh, uh-huh. Yeah, it's super nice. And I don't know, like, this is like a fetish of mine. Well, like, not really a fetish, but it's a thing. Anything that's made out of leather, like handmade leather like this, I tend to just go, because I just love that smell of leather. There's something about it. Like, even when it's faux leather, I love the smell of it. I just absolutely love the smell. I can't show you my Mother's Day present, Amanda. Oh yeah, because you got yeah, Eileen, you got the other bracelet. Yeah, it's just that smell of leather. It's just like, even when I go to like clothing stores and then I'm like, buy the belts, I will just sit there and I will just smell the leather. I burped. Getting burpy. Oh wow, Eileen. Yeah, it's super nice. It's super, super nice. But yeah. It's expensive though. Like even when I was looking at it online on Amazon, I'm like, oh my god. The brand Fossil is the brand Fossil. It's freaking expensive. Fresh leather is great. Fresh leather and gasoline. Depending on your infliction about gasoline, I've always loved the smell of gasoline. Yeah, there's some like peppermint, gasoline, fresh leather. Um, yeah, like it's the same as other bracelet a certain person wears. My guys got it for me because Hunter and I were looking at it on Amazon, and they thought I was looking at it to buy. Yes, then they bought it. Fresh coffee, yes. Even if it's decaf, it smells amazing. Like even at work, because we will have decaf here all the time, or there all the time. And then it's like anytime when they're making the fresh coffee, it's like, oh, it's like that's my happy place right there. $40 US. So then that's about, oh God, that's like 50 in my currency. I can't remember. Is US more expensive than Canada? Or is it cheaper? I'll never figure out currency. But yeah. And so like with this one, I'll show you. It's got the silver clasp for it. Like it's just like the silver. And I won't show you the backside, but you get the idea. Canada is more expensive, yeah. So it'd be like about $50. My like thing. And then there's the gold one as well. So they're interchangeable. So yeah, that's my beautiful beauty. And oh my god, it was such a hassle because it was like uh once I actually got the thing, it was like I instantly got spam email messages that were telling me that it's like, oh, we have a delivery for you. We have suspended your package. We have changed your delivery address. And it's like, wait. And now it's like, I made the mistake of like clicking on the thing. And now they send me emails all the time. And it's like, man, come on. So it's just a mess. Yeah. Who are my participants here? Let's see. I think it's just, yeah. Okay, it's just Amanda and Eileen. But it's worth every penny. I get the same thing. Yeah, it's nice. It's super nice. Oh, man. I opened up my camera roll and that hurts. It's just nothing but Clayton. Ouch. Uh, yeah. Was there any other thing that I wanted to share? Oh my god. Clayton, 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 Clayton. It's like, uh, yeah. Uh, yeah, there's, oh, and I found a guide. 59 Canadian. Ugh, and then with added shipping, so, like, shipping might be, like, $4 to $7. Yuck. Nope, not doing it. So, yeah, Amanda, if you ever need French press recipes, you can also steep tea. You can make hot brew, cold press. I know you can't read that, but it's a thing. I'll send it to you on Instagram. But, yeah. It's like you were making a video about Clayton. I know, right? Did I? Did I make a video about Clayton? I can't remember. It seems so long ago now. Oh my god, if my memory was that bad, I will sign myself up for a room. Oh my god, that one killed me. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking through her post, and then I see that one of with Jeff and Clayton as a kitten, and I'm like, oh god. I'm like, no. I'm like, Kathy, it's too early for this. I just woke up and it's 5 in the morning and you're killing me. It's like, oh god. Oh. And I got confused with one of the ones that she had posted because it's like the one where he's on the stairs. I thought he was a kitten in that one, but the truth was is that it's like no, he was still adult. So it's like, oh man, so sad, so sad. I mean, it's always good because he lived 18 years, but at the same time, it's always hard, It's always hard. This, yeah, where is it? This one gets me too. It's just the two of them together. Gotta get going. Have a great afternoon. See you, Eileen. Thanks for popping in. But yeah. Yeah, RIP, buddy. Well, it's funny because Jeff was like, yeah, why are all like Siamese cats cross-eyed? Like, look at mine. Dear Jesus. She's so friggin' cross-eyed. Oh, but I love her for it. She's got so much personality. Hug, 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 hug. Hug, hug. Yeah. So yeah. Oh god, there's Instagram memories. I'm not looking. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, that was me at work and Bang was playing. That's fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Dorothy's Art of Dragonborn. Oh my god. If the shoe fits, nice. Wait, what? Oh wait, oh that's Lizzie Monroe's. Okay, never mind. Eileen's sending me stuff. It's making me laugh. It's making me laugh so good. Yeah. I'm still sad about Clayton. To be perfectly honest. It's like I don't even know the cat, and yet it's killing me, you know? So uh, like. Thanks, Eileen. Appreciate that. Yeah. So anything else? My song is winning on the Patreon post. Yay. Oh, is that 500 miles? Is that what it is? Or was it a different post? Am I stupid? I hope to God that it's not Barbie Girl. I will I will stop my Patreon page. I will stop my Patreon pledge. 500 miles. Thank God. Because, I mean, like, I grew up with Aqua. If anything, I listened to Aquarium on repeat. There was a point where I did like Barbie Girl. I did. But now it's become so repetitive and reused in everything. And it's like, no, can't do it. Can't do it. It's basically become an earworm that I wish to forget. And speaking of Aqua, they are coming to my city in a couple days. So that's interesting. Hello, Margaret.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. Trying to save Jeff from that monstrosity. Yes, save him. He needs to be saved. Hello, Margaret. Thanks for coming by. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first live, welcome. So, it's not a lot that happens. If you have any questions, Margaret, send them my way, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. Sorry about the background noise. There's still people at home. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. Hi, Amanda. Yeah. So how, yeah, like I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what else I got in the barrel right now. Like I'm trying to think of like other stuff from my YouTube page, like other than like crack vids and like podcast and like stuff like that. It's hard to figure out. It's really hard to figure out. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So, oh no, I feel for them. I lost 3 cats. One. Oh God. Yeah, Margaret, that was tough. I feel that. My one cat that I had. I don't know if you've been able to, if you can see this quite clearly, but where is it? Yeah, this one. I lost her 2 years ago on the day of when Clayton passed, ironically. And she had really bad seizures. And like leading up to when she passed, and if that wasn't hard enough, we had a towel that was underneath her, just to give her comfort and also to clean up the spills because her organs were failing. And she had managed to have a piece of the towel in her mouth, and she was like, they kind of call it the death clamp because she just was clamping onto it and like trying to give herself some support and ease from the pain. And then she started to have seizures, and it's like, it was just awful. Yeah, broke my heart. I slept beside her the night when she passed away. So, yeah, it was tough. I look clearer now. Oh, I do? Awesome. Yay. Actually, my complexion is like terrible. Pimples all the time. And then wearing masks for like the past, God, like 2 years and 14 months. Skin is just, it's been through it. Trying to get back into finishing my Jeff drawing, but it's hard. I just got to be in the mood. I haven't been in the mood for it lately, and that's fine. Being creative is one of the hard things to do, and you have to do it when you have the right momentum and the right drive for it. I mean, like even with podcast episodes, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, is it even worth doing it anymore? But it's like, yes. It's like, so, yeah. And my coffee is getting cold and almost drank. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there. So. So yeah, and well, like Margaret, I was since you're new here, I made a tribute video to Clayton. And I sent it to Jeff and Kathy this morning. So I'm just waiting to see if they will watch it and get back to me about it. So I felt like it was needed, but making that thing was terrible. You will feel it so hard. Oh God, yeah, because like Clayton was his baby, basically. Saw him every day. And like he was right on his shoulder all the time. So yeah. I mean, like my heart just broke. Like I was at work and I'm like, I'm barely holding it together here. So it's just it was awful. Yeah. It was really tough. I mean, because fur babies, they always take so much time out of our lives, right? It's like you fall in love with them and then I put down two and one died. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, we took the one that we had lost and we there's like a little walking path out by our house and we walked down the walking path and then we kind of walked off the trail and buried her there because we're like we're not gonna spend the money to have her like cremated and all that other crap because it was like there's no point, so we put her back into the earth. So because then she would always like her spirit would always be around somehow. So yeah, was tough. It's always tough. um so is there anything else that we should talk about? What do you want to talk about now? We're all here. But people have been subscribing to my channel and it's great. It is. It really is. I mean, like, I always find periods that it's like when I'm not doing anything, the subscriber count goes up. And it's like, what the heck? Maybe the algorithm is working. I don't know. Like, I will never understand YouTube. I will never understand the algorithm. I'll never understand, And like, even when it comes to like writing, like, just the thanks for watching, check this out, blah, blah, blah. It's like I have to go back in like all of these 88 episodes and like write that out on every single description. And it's like, why? We cremated our mini Aussie. We did spread some of her ashes at a campground. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I think when it comes to like your first pet, it's always the worst. Like my first pet, he died at the age of 8. So he was like super young for a cat. And he had cancer. And yeah, it was tough. Because it's like I went to school the one morning and I came home and I looked on the arm of the couch because like right when you walk into the house, there's like the couch that's like right on the right side of the room. And I looked, and when he wasn't sitting there, I knew exactly what happened. And I was like probably about, God, he's been gone a long time now. I think it was about maybe 9 or 10. And oh man, that just broke me. That just, it was like the hardest thing that I ever had to go through. And then we had to put down our dog. We did have a dog. Well, we didn't put her down. She had died naturally at home as well. It turns out she had had a stroke and a heart attack, and then it was just so major on her that it was like, well, we're just gonna keep her here and let her die at home. So I've been through this a lot, and then it's like even when it comes to humans and watching them pass away, it's like why? It's tough. It's really tough. But I will say, going back to Clayton here, he was not short of funny moments. Where is it? I have it in here somewhere. Oh my god, all those photos. No, no, no. Oh no. 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 No, no. Uh-uh. No. I can't drink coffee. I only drink tea. It's an Irish thing. That's cool. And it's also cool that you're Irish. Pardon me as I'm coughing now. Like, see, I was talking about coughing earlier, and now I'm coughing. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
He just went, meow. Yeah. Meow. He said, take this. Oh, God bless. It was single me out. I guess
So, yeah. R.I.P., buddy. R.I.P. Hopefully you're pooping on all the other cats in cat heaven. Past the rainbow bridge, you know? I'm gonna drink some water because my voice is, like, getting ragged. I had so many different pets. White mice, gerbils, fish, turtles. I did try to have a few cats, but my dad hated cats, so he had to get rid of them. That's always sad. When you have one member of your family that's like, I just cannot do cats. So, gerbils. I've never had a gerbil. I've never had a gerbil, never had a fish, never had a mouse, never had turtles. I've only had cats and a dog. But we didn't get another dog after our dog passed away because it was just too much. Use coffee grounds in the garden. Yeah. We have bamboo filters for our pour over. That's another thing, Amanda. That's another thing, Amanda. You can get yourself a slow drip. And you can buy, like, the only thing that you have to do is, like, you can buy filters for it, but you can also use coffee grounds in it. I'm talking with my hands. um, and you can load up the bamboo filter in the slow pour, and then you just pour the water on top of the grounds, and then it, like, slowly drips into your mug, and it's just the best. It's so good. I think it's, like, probably quicker than French press, because with French press you have to kind of let it steep a little bit. But yeah, and then once we're done with those coffee grounds, because the bamboo is compostable, we put it in the compost, and then when we spread in our compost into the garden each year, we also do it that way. So we're always making reuses for things in our house. So yeah, coffee grounds in the garden. That's a good way. It's a really good way to save things. Good combo. Yes. Same with eggshells. Crush them up and put them at the base of. Actually, we found out a good thing for blight, for plant blight, for tomato plants. So we had a terrible hit of blight on our tomato plants, and, like, our tomatoes had just, like, were dead. Like, they just died all the time. But if we took a little bit of the chlorine that you put in pools to clean the pools, if you just put a little bit of that at the bottom where it's the most dead, and then remove the dead brush from the plant, it manages to kill the blight. And then ever since then, our plants had just revived, and we've had tons and tons and tons of tomatoes. Like, I thought that I was living in Italy. Like, I was probably ready to, like, have well, like, like the tomato fight that they have in Spain each year. Like, that was almost like how I felt about it. So, okay, what was this? A funny story about the gerbils. My sister and I were told that both of our gerbils were female. LOL, nope. It then became a family of gerbils. Oh dear. They got busy. Insert Careless Whisperer by George Michael right here. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Jeez. Seems like when I talk for more than 30 minutes, it's like, oops, fell off. Sorry about that. Jeez. That was painful. Oops, fell off. That's all right. welcome back. If you're back, welcome. If you're not, sorry. Drink some water. Yeah. Water. And then it's like I have this stupid post nasal drip. So then it's like nothing but spit at the back of my throat. And it's like, oh. There we go. Because then it's like my nose and my throat. Like, you know how your nose and your throat are just all connected to one orifice. And then it's like, I'm going to make you spit and drip down back here. And you're going to cough like a crazy person. I take allergy pills. Yeah, I probably should take some Flonase or something. Give me a Zyrtec. Or is it Ambien? So. I'm trying not to cough, but it's a tickle. And it's so annoying. Maybe I do need to take an allergy pill. Need to take an Ambien. Or is it Zyrtec? No Ambien. But they look the same. They look the same. Excuse me, sir. Did you drop this? And you know what Ellie did? He said he was out. He was right out. Oh man. Poor Ellie. Good lord. Don't mistake an Ambien for a Zyrtec. And don't mistake a Zyrtec for an Ambien. Because you're in trouble. So, those guys. Oh my god. I feel so bad for Ellie. Guys were just laughing at him the whole entire time. But he felt so bad. He's like, why? Just like, I'm totally being unprofessional here. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, indeed. Poor Ellie. Poor Ellie. I see that Carly liked my photo. Was it the one about my cat, or was it the one about the chat? I don't know. Oh, it was the one about my cat. Okay. Yeah. I've been getting stalked by my cat. See? Look at that boy. He's just staring at me. Staring at me all the time. So, yeah. I mean, that's what he does in the morning if I'm making my coffee and I sit down at the kitchen table. He'll just like come by and start patting on my leg because he wants pets. So it's like, okay, I'll give you pets. Yeah, I've been hugging my and kissing my kitties a lot more now because Clayton. And like even after Clayton passed, I'm like, oh, I just want to pet you guys so much. I just hug them and kiss them so much because I was like, y'all need, like, this is for Clayton. So even though Clayton probably would be like, get the frick away from me, but no, he's fine. So yeah, I don't know if Carly's gonna join or not. I'm not entirely sure. No, Kitty. Yeah, that's Bam Bam. That's my boy. Because his sister was Pebbles. So Bam Bam and Pebbles from Flintstones. That's why we called them, because they were together at the shelter when I got them. So yeah. Let me see. Let me take a look. See. Yeah. I love this shot. Getting some head scratches. It was perfect. Yeah. And I got some video of them too. So, yeah. I don't know what else to talk about, guys. If there's anything else you want to talk about, let me know. But I don't know. If we've run out of things to talk about, then I might just end this. Because we're going on for 54 minutes here. So, I mean, I'm trying to see if Carly's going to show up, but I doubt it. My mom wants to try to get a kitten. We just don't know how our dog will be with it. Yeah, That's tough. Sometimes dogs and cats get along, and then sometimes they're just dogs and cats. But, as long as they're not booms and cats, you'll be just fine. Mhm. Oh, no. I'm officially out of coffee. So I think when the coffee runs out, that is when we say goodbye. So, um, yeah, I can't say my fur baby is getting antsy. Okay, yeah, take care of your fur baby. So, yeah, we will end this here. So, thanks for coming out, you guys. Thanks for spending time with me. I'm glad I'm early. I'm glad to got this done. Podcast episode is going to be coming next month, for sure. And then, yeah, we're gonna go with that. So, and I'll keep you guys updated with the Jeff video if I get any reply. So, see you guys soon. Bye, guys.